Well, our focus now turns to the Russia-Ukraine war, a war that began in the trenches of Eastern Europe. It has now spread its shadow across the entire planet. Nearly 4 years after the Russia-Ukraine war broke out in 2022, the war is no longer between two nations. It now pulls in fighters from almost every continent on Earth. From the jungles of South America to the deserts of Africa, from the suburbs of North America to the mountains of Central Asia. Thousands of foreign fighters now wear Ukrainian or Russian uniforms, often without the blessing and sometimes against the warnings of their own governments. For some, this war defines a generation. For others, it is incentive of high pay. If they live long enough to collect it, let's begin in Europe, where the war still burns at its core. Ukrainian officials say that Russia has recruited more than 18,000 foreign fighters from at least 37 countries. Kiev, on its side, estimates more than 15,000 foreigners from over 70 countries have joined Ukraine's war effort. Even Britain is split by this war. At least 45 British volunteers have died fighting for Ukraine, while some British citizens have also crossed over to fight for Moscow. Serbia, a country with deep historical and religious ties with Russia, has about 100 men believed to be fighting for Kremlin. And here's how far this war has reached. Even the Faroe Islands, with a population of just 55,000, have sent fighters into this war. Now shift your focus to from west to North America. Up to 3,000 Americans signed up after Ukraine launched its international liaison in the first week of the war. That liaison has since been quietly disbanded and absorbed into regular assault units. But America's footprint doesn't end there. Some American citizens have fought for Russia as well, including Michael Gloss, the son of a senior CIA official. From the Caribbean, Cuba stands out. Between 1,000 and 5,000 Cubans are believed to be fighting for Russia, even as Havana denies sending a single troop. Now to South America, where the largest foreign group defending Ukraine comes, and around 40% of foreigners defending Ukraine come from this particular region. And the vast majority are Colombians. But why Colombia, you may ask? Decades of guerrilla warfare have left thousands of men with real combat experience. More than 500 Colombians have been killed since 2022, the highest foreign death toll outside of Ukraine and Russia. The incentive is simple, it's money. Up to $4,500 a month in Ukraine, as compared to about $350 a month in their own army back home. Mexican intelligence now warns that cartel members from Mexico and Colombia have also joined this war, not for ideology, but to learn how to fly drones. Next is Africa, which is a major recruitment center for Moscow. Kiev estimates more than 1,400 Africans are now fighting for Russia. Cameroon has reportedly lost hundreds of its men to Russian recruiters and has now banned troops from traveling overseas without permission. Around 200 Kenyans were allegedly tricked or recruited by agents promising high pay and easy work. Many never knew that they were signing up for a war. And now on to Asia, where the geopolitics is even more complex. North Korea is the only country to have openly deployed its troops, helping Russia push Ukrainian forces out of Western Russia. Moscow has pulled in men from Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Kyrgyzstan as well, lured by promises of big salaries and a Russian passport. Hundreds from India, Nepal, and Yemen were reportedly deceived into fighting by shadow agents. Ukraine even captured 2 Chinese nationals. Volodymyr Zelensky claims that at least 155 Chinese citizens have fought for Russia, with the Ukrainian president further alleging that Beijing was turning a blind eye to the recruitment of its citizens until the fall of Bashar al-Assad in 2024. Hundreds of Syrian soldiers also joined Russia. And finally, Australia. Canberra urges its citizens not to travel to Ukraine, but some still go, perhaps drawn by ideology adventure, or the illusion of easy and quick money? So from Europe to Asia, from Africa to the Americas, this war now spans the entire world. The front lines may sit in Eastern Europe. But the fighters and the consequences come from everywhere. This is no longer just Putin's war or Zelensky's war. This is now a global conflict in everything but its name.